Do you like adventure and cool action pictures? Well, join the fun. It's old school toys with plays. The Emperor comes packaged on a retro-style card back that is almost identical to his 1984 release. In the top left-hand corner, you have the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi logo. In the top right-hand corner, it indicates that this figure is for children ages 4 and up. In the top center, you have the Star Wars Return of the Jedi logo from 1983. Just below that, you have the Emperor's name. You have a bubble that shows the Emperor and his cane. Then you have artwork that depicts the Emperor, and of course this is the same picture that you saw on the original release from 1984. You also have the Kenner logo in the bottom right hand corner. The back of the card is also a callback to vintage Star Wars figures. You have the Star Wars logo, and then you have the Star Wars Black Series logo in the top right hand corner. You also have a cross cell that features other figures that are available in this wave. Bib Fortuna, the Emperor, Paploo, a Stormtrooper, and Chewbacca. The Emperor is a decent looking figure, albeit not a very exciting one. His face has a lot of detail. He kind of has just a glum look on it, kind of almost a zombified look. I would have preferred him to have that evil smile that he always had. He also has hair and details on the back of the head. It's not just where the hood goes up and is part of the head. You can actually remove it and you can see all the details on the Emperor figure. He also had some blue on the outside of the face, which is consistent with how he looked in the film. Below that, you don't have much detail. You do have plastic pieces that are sculpted under the robes, but I'm pretty sure these are ones that have been used for other figures. I would think that the legs are probably taken off of an Imperial officer based on the boots and based on the way the pants are shaped. He doesn't have a lot of sculpted details in his clothing, even at the top of the cloak, at the neck. And the belt is detailed, but it's soft details. It's nothing spectacular. You can see on his hands, though, that he does have a little bit of veins and detailing there. And they are pretty spooky looking. And on his left hand, he is kind of pointing, you know, like the Emperor tended to do a lot. The eyes, I really would have felt a lot better if they were a more pronounced yellow than they are. But, you know, from figures from the Black Series from that era, really, the eyes were really not that great. The rest of the figures usually were, but not the eyes. They've really improved that on later figures. I really wish we'd have got a new head sculpt for the Emperor. That would have been a huge improvement. We're going to look at the Emperor's articulation. I went ahead and took the robe off just because I want to be able to show you where the joints are, and this doesn't really mess with his articulation. The robe is very soft and it's not stiff at all. His head is on a ball joint. He has a 360-degree range of motion at his shoulders, plus they're hinged to move up and down. He has bicep swivels on both arms, and you have double jointed elbows on both arms as well. He also has wrists that rotate, plus they pivot up and down. You can see he has the joints right here. He has a waist swivel. Looking at his legs. Legs move forward and back, of course. Plus, they come out to the side. You don't have a lot of movement there, but you do have movement there. He has a thigh swivel on both legs. Double jointed knees. And his ankles rotate up and down. Plus, you can rotate them a full 360 degrees. And that is the articulation for your Star Wars Black Series Retro Emperor. The only accessory the Emperor came with was his cane. One, the face sculpt and paint are fantastic, and the details on the hands are fantastic as well. Two, the robes are made out of a material that is soft, but it seems like it's durable, and it's a real improvement over some previous releases. Lastly, he has a sculpted head under the hood instead of the hood just being attached to the head. One, the only accessory he comes with is his cane.
What?
Would it have been too much to ask for some Force lightning? Two, this would have been better as a deluxe Black Series figure with his throne and Return of the Jedi packaging, as opposed to being on the card back, taking up the slot another figure like Weequay could have occupied.
What?
And lastly, the size of the figure, like all of these Black Series retro card back figures, obstructs the artwork for men on card collectors.
What?
So that's my review of the Return of the Jedi retro card back Black Series Emperor. What do you guys think about this figure? Do you think this is something good that they did for collectors, or do you think it's a packaging refresh for a cash grab? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you like this video, make sure that you hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Ring that notifications bell, that way you'll never miss another video from Old School Toys. Thanks so much, and may the Force be with you.